Good morning. Happy Tuesday. All right. We're going to play around with something slightly different today. We're going to try to set up some more interesting tracing. Benefit of using tracing is that you can have more structure to your log data. So we're going to try to have tracing pass through to open telemetry, which then passes through to Jaeger. Let me make sure my network's okay. If it's not, let me know. I'll hit some buttons. Yeah, I'm going to preemptively shut off some of the devices in the house so they don't Windows update or something. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There we go. How is everyone today? All right. We're going to connect to a telemetry host, which should be in that. And at this point, I actually need to finish wiring it up. There's a couple more things that have to be done. From what I can tell, anyways. Okay, so once we have the open telemetry bits set up, I think this is pretty good for that. The next spot is wiring that up to our current tracing. Okay, here we have OpenTelemetry SDK, good. And basically for those following along at home, on this page here, basically there's a number of things that I can set up to get everything piped through to Jaeger, or Jaeger. I wonder how you say that, like properly say Jaeger. Aren't those like the giant war machines? Okay. Yeah, Jaeger. So at this point in our code, I Let's see, SDK. Where's SDK coming out of? That's OpenTelemetry's SDK. I want to get rid of that so I can see what's what. Okay. Of Jaeger connection. Right up to OpenTelemetry. Where do we set layer subscriber? We have a registry default. I'm trying to figure out where to join these two elements together. The other place that I'm looking at the moment, this here. And inside of there, it's basically the code that I have on screen. You set up the Jaeger connection, and then it connects to OpenTelemetry. So that's basically the second link. But I think this element here has to be changed so that we can wire it up to the Tokyo telemetry stuff. I think that I need something similar to this. We end up with these layers and some stuff here. I think I actually need to return there. OpenTelemetry. See, here we're creating a provider. Here we're creating a subscriber with tracer. I wonder what OpenTelemetry. What does this want? Oh, come on, you can tell me. Where do we find OpenTelemetry? Oh, tracing OpenTelemetry. Ah, that's our bridge. Yeah, get that, but what does it want? It wants a tracer. Oh, interesting. OpenTelemetry with tracer has a Jaeger example. We take provider, get one by name. I see. More like that. Interesting that it doesn't have that on there. open telemetry. Let's toss open their documentation. Because what I want is I want the server log information being piped into this here. It'd be awesome. Of like structured information, be able to see what's where and how long it's taking. That'd be really nice. It's taking its sweet time. Wonder if I already have it open. Open telemetry, is that the same one? Tracing, oh, we want tracing open telemetry. Oh, here I do have it. And we are looking for get tracer. Interesting. What are we looking for that off of? Off of a builder, whatever the builder made, the provider builder. Oh, but that's coming off of open telemetry. Oh, wow. Oh, there we go. Looks like we have a bunch of those. Why couldn't it find that? Oh. So open telemetry layer, that's coming in off of tracing. Oh. Yeah, that should fix one of the issues. Down to one. This one. Open telemetry SDK. Trace provider. Ooh, request cannot be satisfied. No. Alright, I'm gonna fire up the local docs for a build. Awk. And we'll let that chew through there. Let's see if it'll give us a hint though. Let foo equal provider dot. Not much on there. Strange, I wonder why it doesn't know about that. None. 543264. No, I'm not working full time on this project. This is just kind of me learning Rust. I do work on it every day though. That's kind of like my my hobby project, my passion project, whatever it is. I wake up early before the rest of my family wakes up, and then I work on this for a couple hours, and I head off to work. So I'm actually a web dev by day and a Rust coder by dawn. And Godot. I do Godot stuff as well. Yeah. Wonder why I can't figure out what that type is. Technically, this should be, I'm just going to type out the full path here. I'm going to overqualify these things. Because at the moment, I am overqualifying these. We have OpenTelemetry Jaeger there, OpenTelemetry here. We're trying to wire these things from Jaeger all the way back. So Jaeger to OpenTelemetry, do tracing. No, I'm not using Rust in my job. During the day, I just do HTML, CSS, JavaScript. In the past, I've been a full stack with either Java or C, C++. I've used Erlang before in production, some jobs. I was able to convince them that it was such a performance game that we were good. So the first two elements are set up. The last one, we have two pieces, I think, that are left. We have to create the tracer, and then we have to wrap the base of our application with it. All right. What did it finished? It finished, yay. All right. One of the great things about Rust is the local documentation. It's perfect for a time where Cloudflare is not returning their documentation to me. Who knows what's going on with that? Should be able to find OpenTelemetry provider now locally. Yay. Got a builder. It's got, oh, a span processor. It doesn't have a, what was it we were looking for? A get tracer? Let's see. I can search all of these crates that I have installed locally for get tracer. And that's just fantastic. Oh, it is there. Wait. Which provider is this? OpenTelemetry API trace provider. Interesting. So this one's slightly different than what I was expecting. OpenTelemetry API trace provider. What does this builder build? Looks like it's a provider builder, but it might not be the provider I want. OpenTelemetry modules. Oh, there's a neat graph on this page too. Talks about tracing and and how you can see the relationships between them and so on and so forth. It's kind of cool. We're going to the modules. We're going to look at SDK. They re-export stuff right here. If I'm using SDK provider, trace provider. Okay, so that one's different. That has a builder on it. I don't think that's the one I want. Okay, let's go look at tracing OpenTelemetry. And let's see, let's look at all their components, OpenTelemetry layer with tracer. This one has a Jaeger example. Okay. Very, very similar. So here we have the SDK from OpenTelemetry, SDK provider builder. This looks exactly like what I have, except this provider.get tracer is not there anymore. I think this is more or less exactly my code. And if we were to like take this and drop it in there, this would still not compile. Just make sure that. Okay, drop that in there. Yeah, things like global move, don't know. Oh, it's unused. Oh, is that a trait? I see. That function didn't exist because I hadn't pulled the trait into scope. All right. We'll call that legacy, service name, server, or the other way. Wire that back up. Now these elements here, I think I want to return this, but we need to return the same thing from both sides. So we either need to wrap this in some sort of structure, let's see, I'm leaning towards optionally returning a layer at the moment. We do that. In this case, none. Want the compiler to tell me what that type is. Found enum. Yeah, one of those. a open telemetry layer with this in it. Oh, that's right, I can pop in there. Clean that up. I think we should probably move this into its own file, just because of these imports. They're going to get a little messy. Where should we put that? We have this, we actually have a library file and a binary. This. So if we look, here's our setup of the server. Got the library here. The library for everything, basically. All of the unit tests and integration tests use the library, and the binary also uses the library. But the library doesn't have the tracing wrapper. So, yeah, it's up to whoever uses the library to actually initialize whatever tracer it wants. Where should we put that? Probably in server source bin tracing RS. We'll put it over here. Take that, go to tracing, drop that in there. Main function not found. Adding a main function. Oh, I see. It's going to want me to drat. I don't really want that in the other file, in the other directory. Let's see if we can make that a module though. We'll make dir tracing and then move tracing as the module root in there. Close that. Tracing mod. Okay, now in main, mod tracing. And we should be able to get a hold of that in here. Tracing. Let's just call it init. There we go. Let's put these at the top now. Open telemetry layer. Okay, do we have this one? Open telemetry SDK. Cannot find it in the scope. Why not? It's right. Oh, STD. There we go. Oh, wait, it wasn't. SDK. See, where is layer in OpenTelemetry? We're looking for OpenTelemetry layer. Let's search over here for it. Oh, it's in tracing OpenTelemetry. Strange. Okay, let's go back to the code. What did I have in here before? I'm just going to undo some of this. Oh yes, I did put it in the wrong place in there. That's in standard environment. There we go. Form of subscriber. Let's pull that in from the other place. Okay, that works, but now we've got a bunch of other errors. We should still have tracing info. I wonder why that doesn't work. Let's check the bigger log. Maybe it's because I didn't pull anything from tracing subscriber in through main. Okay. Strange, because all I did was take that out of main. What? Oh, tracing. Oh, I shadowed the module. All right, let's rename our module. What should we call it? Logging. Tracer init. Tracing pipeline. There we go. Move. Let's see, where are we? Tracing 2, tracing our pipeline. That's better. Okay, that's good. I think there's still something missing though. I think in tracing open telemetry, I still need to do something once I have the layer. I need to create the subscriber and trace the executed code, which I'm not doing right now. So looking at their documentation, I think it's this piece here. We've got up to here set up with all the other tidbits above. We're now doing this. Layers being passed back. But now it wants something like this. So maybe we will return this as some sort of structure. Basically toss this in it, whatever that is. Subscriber, the default registry. Okay. And then we can use this to wrap whatever main is. So in the normal case where we're not using Jaeger for like unit tests or whoever knows what, or for, we don't even test main, which is fine because main is just a shallow wrapper around the library. Work units equals 2. I wonder what that is. I haven't seen that before. Oh, that's a value that gets passed along with this span. That's right. We'll see if we need that. Okay. Looks like everything's running. Let's see if we get anything in Jaeger. What I'm looking for is in Jaeger. Basically, I want the service to show up here. There should be some other service. Yeah, last hour is fine. Find traces. There shouldn't be anything in here. That's what we've recently done. If I started the client and run it against there, it's not really going to do much. I tried this last night for bed. So here, we log in and we walk around. Procedurally generated world. There's Connor. Dev art for the win. Jaeger doesn't do much yet. Oh. What's that? Oh, I clicked into something. That's what that was. We refresh. There's still no server in there. I think we need to do something that little bit extra. Or was that? Tab 4? Yeah, I think we need this piece here. Okay, let's double check that. No, it is nice. I do like this little elements. Hey, you've entered, you've left, you've entered, you've left. Those are kind of neat. Seems like a lot to dump out here, though. Now let's just see if this will fix it. Well, hold on. Let's make sure that init is correct. Jaeger, we have an exporter. We have a provider. And the SDK provider. What is this? SDK is from OpenTelemetry. Okay, so exporter. So we have OpenTelemetry Jaeger exporter builder going into OpenTelemetry. Then OpenTelemetry needs to get wired up to Tracer. Yeah, we are missing a step. At that point, we have a subscriber there. And we could return the subscriber in some sort of structure that can wrap or execute and wrap our code. Actually, let's see if that's enough. Let's at least keep the subscriber alive. Okay. Now, what is our new return type? Oh, no method named with subscriber. All right. It's another trait I need to pull in. It is. Okay, so we need this in here. And registry. What was registry? Actually here. Looks like they're exported at the top level. Oh, we could combine those. There we go. Good, now we're back to the type here, which is wrong. Expected this. Interesting, layered. L-A-Y. expected 2. Interesting. Wonder what those are. Open telemetry layer with tracer and oh, it wants 3. Why is the registry in there twice? Are these exactly the same? Tracing subscriber, registry, shared, registry. Okay, well the last 2 are easy. The first one, open telemetry layer. Good, okay, so now it's just complaining about the first one. We want this, the tracer in it. We already have tracer pulled into the scope, so we can reduce that. Okay. I guess it's us closer. I don't know if this is still going to work. Or I still don't know if this is going to work. I would be surprised if it worked. The documentation seems to say that we need to wrap it. Wrap what we're going to execute with it. Go back to where we were. We're missing this piece here. We've got everything up here. We're now returning subscriber. But we're not doing this yet. There's a chance it'll work because it should execute with the default subscriber. We'll see. Okay, that's running. Let's reload this. Still nothing in Jaeger. Okay. Let's go ahead and log into the game. That's the old one. Let's do it again. That one's disconnected. Let's see. Oh, this is a jungle island. Yep, still nothing. Okay. Well, in that case, we're going to have to set up and execute the root of main with this. How should we do that? Let's go to main. What else do we have in here? We have start forge. We start forge. Go down there. Let's extract this into like start server or something. Morning, DH. Thank you for the follow. Let's see, so I pulled server main, or remembering to actually change the screen back. So this is inside of a function now. We need to call start server. That should still compile. Ooh, it doesn't. Oh, it's not async. Yeah, that's fine. We'll make it async. Then we have to await it. Does that actually return errors? No, it just returns okay. Oh, I see. We used anyhow for that. I so rarely use anyhow. Right, many more libraries than binaries. It's a really cool library though, if you get a chance to look at it. Anyhow and this error, fantastic crates. Okay, we'll just return the result of that. Be fine. Now, so if this is something, I'm gonna do this. If it's nothing, I'm gonna pretty much do the same thing at the moment. However, that's about to become a lot more interesting. In this case, we're gonna do that inside of here. I wonder what this returns. Does this return the result of this? Oh, interesting. How do we do that? Guess I could spawn a task in here. It's not gonna like that. Interesting, it might. Okay. I just don't know if this, with defaults basically, if it's going to handle the async portion of this correctly. Doubt it. Tracing spam. I see, so this returns T. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if this is actually going to work. Tracing subscriber with default. Yep. We need the return types to be the same. Future. Problem here, I think, is that it's returning one of these futures when the future should probably be run inside of here. Okay, well, I compile. Let's see if it works. I'm skeptical on this. I think it'll run, but I think the logging is not set up right still. I think we probably need to spawn a task and run it inside of this. We'll see. Hmm. I think there was also some other kind of thing here. So we have with default, set global default. Interesting. I wonder if we could just do that instead. Maybe we just do that. Set the global default. Might work better for this. Let's start it up. Let's check on it. Still nothing. Let's try set global default instead. Oh, and then we might not need to return anything. Oh, that would be lovely. Go back to main. Get rid of trace here. Just await the server to start and return it. I'm in the browser. Apologies. Cargo Watch is a lot faster when you're just checking your code to see if there are any compilation errors. It's actually being run twice, once by my editor. See if there's any errors. It doesn't look like there are. Maybe the other one got to it first. Set on line 43. Oh, we're returning none there. Fine. Unused result. Okay. Let's a question mark on there. No. Let's expect. Should be able to set the default. There we go. I'm hopeful that this will turn it on for everything. I'm not sure if it'll be good enough for Jaeger though. That's not it. Goodness. See, part of me is wondering why are we still getting these elements here? Well, that's from Prometheus metrics. All of the main ones went away. Ooh, that could be good. Did the same thing last time, didn't it? Did. I didn't notice that. Okay. That's actually a good thing. Go check. Server's there. Two spans. Look at that. Start tick. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. All right, so let's connect the game to it. Let's see. Let me grab and copy something real quick. Not that one. This one over here. Copy. Lost this in here. Let's reference. There. Now we can still see the game here. Log in. I know it's tiny on the screen. The point is that it's actually doing something. Okay. So then we come back into Jaeger. A little refresh. Find traces. Oh, send to zone. Look at these. All next. Interesting. As entity control. That is so cool. Okay. Now what I was hoping to see was something that was a little bit more associative. Like some of these I get, right? We send somebody to a zone, we add a destination, we check to see if they have control, but shouldn't this server has entity control, shouldn't that be inside something else? These are all very kind of singular. And I wonder if it's because of the futures. We have a lot of pull nexts in here. Just seeing this is neat. That's cool. Oh, deep dependency graph. Server, server, server. So deep. Okay. All right. I think I got to work on my my tracings now. Either that or pull in one more crate. Am I doing tracing features? Tracing is a framework for instrumenting Rust programs to collect structured event. Okay, yes. Trait provides the following traits. Instrument allows tracing span to be attached to a future sync stream or executor. Okay. With subscriber allows tracing to be attached to that. Ah, interesting. Do I already have tracing futures? I do. Am I using it correctly? Feature flags. Tokyo. Oh, I see. So we really want the Tokyo one. But here they provide traits. Oh, interesting. So if something's async, you can basically tag it, then await it. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing this stuff at all. That looks like kind of the secret sauce there. What's the other one do? Was it with subscriber? Attaches the provided subscriber. Attaches the provided subscriber to this type. The wrap type is a feature. The attached subscriber will be set as a default while it is being pulled. The wrapper is. Oh, interesting. I'm not sure exactly how to wire that up. The provided subscriber. Yep, and that's just a regular tracing subscriber. What does with dispatch do? Tracing features with dispatch. I didn't see that. Oh, here it is. It implements feature, unpin, and a number of things. Okay. Instrumented. I'm guessing we really want to focus on this element here. Okay, so where do we do that? Go back to the code. Gotta get some better associations there. So we do have this subscriber here. This is like the big subscriber. I wonder if we could. No, we would just get the default subscriber and then do something with that. I'm still not sure what to do with this. Extension trait allowing future streams and syncs to be instrumented with. I see. Future streams. Skins? I think they mean skins. Spans? Where's tracing futures? Tracing feed. Oh, it's in this crate here. Fancy. All right. While I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go do our civic duty today. Maybe not civic, communal source. See, I want to check that out. Gonna clone that. Wait, is it a span? Must be. They had skin there. I wonder what they really mean. I mean, I presume it's span, but that only half makes sense. Features and streams. Those are basically coming out of sinks. That's a sink. It's supposed to be. They just got the K in the wrong spot. Okay. There we go. Check out. Check out dash B. See, do they have a contributing? That's well. No. Okay. Yep. Features. Let's see. Let's make sure we got this about they expect subscriber. Yeah, tracing error, tracing examples, tracing features. Okay. What? I didn't check it out from there, did I? Odd. Get add. Maybe I did. clone or download, copy that. Yeah, no, it's still going to the wrong spot. Oh, I didn't fork it. Oh, silly me. I need to fork it. So, let's fix that. Hit remove. Yeah, I should have seen that. Just kind of glazed over this morning. There we go. So much better. At that point, toss out a little pull request for him. Silly little pull request. You know what? We should make sure that motivation is correct. Let's say documentation was not correct. Typo. I don't even know if it needs a full-on motivation section there. All right, let's keep going. Back to where we were. Okay. That was such a silly aside. I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? I think it's a good thing to do. You know, when you see something like that, that's something that you can do. There's so much of Tokyo that I cannot fix. I just can't fix it. I'm not there yet. But they have made something that's so good, so useful, and when I can help them fix some little spelling thing, fine. I can do that. Okay, where were we? We were... Nope. Not this one. Let's close that one. Multiplexer senders, not in there. So it seems like it should probably use the futures more correctly, doesn't it? All right, let's play around with this. Here, we're in the server. Okay, so in the server, got a lot of little awaits in here. I just want to see if any of them can be improved. Let's say, go to browser for a moment, look and see what happened. See if we can improve one of these. Just limit to, let's say, 2000. Find traces. Oh, fine. 1500. Whatever. Send to zone. Add destination. All right, let's focus on like this add destination bit. It would be nice to have some context with add destination. Let's see who's calling add destination. Like game state as add destination. Oh, I wonder if this is the same one. Oh, you know what? I can stop skipping all this extra stuff now. Oh, that's awesome. So in the browser, did that have the X, Y info along with it? Oh, it did. Look at that. It's got X and Y here. It's got the ID. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. That is going to be so helpful. All right, so where are we? We're in game state. Game state add destination. Who calls you? Game master. Destination does. This is asynchronous. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. This is what it's called. Okay. So who calls this? Called here. Okay. Let's instrument these top level awaits. So with tracing futures and that instrument element, I wonder. Okay. There's two elements. I think I just understood one. The incurrent spawn, this one down here. Like, yes, we should probably do this whenever we can, wherever we're doing a Tokyo spawn. In current span, sorry, in current skin. Okay, so real quick, let's look for server spawn. Only a couple places we do that in here. Okay, one doesn't count. Prometheus one, and this is Forge. Okay, so those all don't count. Server lib, yeah, we've got a bunch in here. Run game master. Okay, so in here, 3. This one is run auth. And we want to tack onto their in current span Instrument trace. Let's say that's info. Yeah, and most of this stuff we can actually skip too. Auth stream, con state store, TX, spiner, and metric sender. Character stream, con state store, outgoing TX. This one needs GM stream TX, spiner, and metrics. Fine. And the next one, let's toss a span on there. GM stream, con state store. Outgoing packets. It makes me wonder if the last one was correct. Huh, outgoing TX, yeah. I changed the name on the other one. Okay. Regardless, there we now have that. And going back up to the top, let's add the in current span. This. Oh, I didn't like it. Oh, I have to pull that trade in. Huh, that's cool. Okay, where's the span here? Current span. Next. Okay, there's those three. So cargo build and dev run again. So those are the top level elements. I wonder if this is going to help kind of decorate a little bit in that browser. Still want to go back to where we were looking before. Was it in Game Master Lib? Or we basically dispatch a whole bunch of stuff. What's that? I don't think it was it server main? I don't remember. No, it's not server main, it's server lib. Okay, let's see. Okay, we'll reload that. Find traces. Server drop, server run. Okay. Not much going on there. Restart the game, game client. Log in, log in. Another jungle island. Okay. Enough movement. Let's just do 100 traces. Trace without root span. Oh, interesting. Start tick. Try. Oh, that's neat. What are these down here? Handle incoming connection. Very cool. Okay, server run. Then we got this thing. Wonder how we fix this. Trace without root span. Gummit, good morning. Oh, we got warnings. So I wonder. Hmm. I wonder at what point I should be kind of tracing, because we probably don't want, like, maybe start tick. Have it. I don't know. Warnings. Clock skew adjustment. No, you shouldn't have any clock skew issues. You're on the same machine. I only had 144 traces. And let's say I close the client, disconnect them. What happens then? Find traces. Okay. Got a nice little shutdown thing. We can see time is definitely being taken somewhere. Well, that's neat. That is really cool. This one, though, this one's a little bothersome. Let's say I connect again. Let's attach another client, or same client again. Yeah, this one has like just the incoming connection bit. Server, handle incoming connection. Which library is that from? Handle incoming direction. That must be in Stream Multiplexer. So this one connected. Let's see, I can't really do much there. Send to zone. A minute ago. I wonder where the rest of it all went. There should have been a lot more there. Oh, look at that. That is so neat. What is that button? Oh, keyboard shortcuts. Cool. Timeline or graph? Wow. That is so neat. Okay. I definitely want to get better at doing these traces and getting this stuff set up. I'm a little confused as to why my last connection resulted in just the handle incoming connection and a pull next. Seems like, what are these little tiny ticks here? Event. What does that mean? Trying to convert into packet. Oh. Where's that? Let's look in the code for that. Oh, sorry. Basically, there's little tiny ticks here. These little log statements. So the spans are these elements, and then the log statements within. Oh, that is so cool. So if we look at this, trying to convert into packet. RSSTDD, thank you for the follow. So this is in here. Wow. That is so cool. So we can actually see that there were, here, look at the code. So this is trying to convert into packet. We have a trace here. It's skipping data. I guess now there's no need to skip data. Don't need to skip anything there. Means you actually get rid of this. And then we can validate the kind there. Oh, that is so cool. So what was happening before, if we go back, these little ticks in here, and those ticks represented kind of log elements. And we can see that, hey, we're trying to convert this into a packet. Here's the data. That's kind of helpful. It depends. Probably won't end up logging that stuff out eventually, because it's just going to be a huge amount of spew. Like the message kind, that sort of thing I could see being converted. Maybe just a slice of the data, first couple elements from the data, that might be useful. Actually, let's do that. Put those back. Skip data. Let's say like the first 16 bytes or something. Something like that. Can I do that? Trace my slice. That expression. Let's just do 8. Oh, is that what I needed? I need needed to borrow it. Ah. Still no? Oh, come on. Okay, we have to give it a proper name so that it can actually log it as something. And then we can just take a slice off of that. Able to remove the parens now? Yes, okay. Now this is a neat macro. It lets you do all sorts of things. Well, that's cool. Okay, starting to get a little bit more familiar with this. We go up one. What do we have in here? Waker registration. Huh, cool. Wonder how chatty this is. Communicating between these elements. All right. Let's go back to, let's go where was it? Run Game Master. Here. Bottom of this, we call it a process. Oh, you know what? It's going to be in here. Await. So all of these places where we await for something, we need to instrument. I wonder if it makes sense to actually do this in here, or to basically instrument this as a span in the tick. Might make more sense. Like, hey, the tick happened. I mean, that's going to happen all the time, though. Probably don't want to do that. Okay, let's skip the tick one. What would it look like? What would happen there? Say we do have that. Start tick. I want to do that there, though. So in this case, we could do, what is it? They had a dot instrument. Tracing. Trace span. Tick. Oh. That's right. I can't do that like that, can I? I have to put the await after. So we instrument the future. There we go. And we need to put that in scope. Somewhere in there. So now we should see the tick whenever it runs. Or rather, if anything of error, something like that comes out of that. what are we doing here? GMEC. Oh, we're calling tick on that. Current span. I did that one backwards. Okay, no. Come on. There we go. That's gonna take some getting used to. Okay. Huh. Okay, let's see what kind of effect that had on the tick. Now that if we go into the tick here, I don't really have a span here. That is really nice to have there. You can see how long that's taking. All right, let's leave those on there. Huh. All right, let's see what it's doing. Go to the browser, spans, back to its home page. I don't know if we need to reload or not. Find traces. Holy cow. It's a tick. Yeah, let's do fewer than 1,000. Oh, and this is the duration. I had not noticed that before. So on the bottom is the event, and on the top is how long it took to process that. That is neat. So here we have trigger zone actions. Interesting. If I click on the tick, it's not saying that it has like trigger zone actions inside of it. I wonder why, because that should be happening inside of the tick. Well, depending on which tick. Ooh, I can name two things, tick. Oh, look at all those actions. Let's do run actions. Start tick. We just do tick actions. That's neat. All right, and right now the tick is happening so often, not really useful. But I would like to be able to see it's drilling in. Right now it's not. Collapse all, expand one. Oh, that's neat. This is a nice piece of software. Wait, let's go back to the code. So why do we get... So here's this tick. This is the game state tick. If we go back to game master, GM tick, let's rename that. I know it. I don't think that's correct there. Because we're instrumenting just this await, aren't we? Yeah, so that it can get the next interval. No, that's not useful there. But I do want some sort of span here. As trace span, and this will be GM tick. Something like that. Is it like this? I really don't remember. Yeah. Span and scope. This is equivalent to this. Yeah. Not going to dig through that right now. Let's see if this works. So I'd like to see that the tick happens inside of the GM tick. All right. Go back to the browser. The tick is happening all the time. I already have some info. I do not see the GM tick anywhere. It's regular tick. Oh, GM tick. There you are. It is there. That's neat. You can highlight just portions of that. Wow. Just wow. All right, so we have GM tick. Well, why isn't GM tick showing up here? I mean, it is now, but if I delete that, we find traces again. Oh, GM tick. Those are GM ticks. Something's off. I'm going to reload. Server. Server, yes. Sure, find 20 traces. There's GM tick. It just consists of one span. I would expect that to trace in further. All right, so why isn't the tick inside of the GM tick? In current span, wait tick. Maybe I used the wrong one. See, I think it's supposed to be in current span. I think that's what's supposed to happen. So here's our span. We want this to happen in that span. Unless, of course, that span isn't correct yet. It did say in their example to work inside the span, like so. Hmm. It seems like that should be equivalent, right? I mean, they say this is equivalent to this. Granted, I am keeping a handle to that. All right, you know what? Maybe I wasn't far off. Maybe it should be more like that. Do we enter the span? I don't think that was happening before. Their documentation has it more like that. Just to check, what is the log level on the tick one? That's trace also. Okay. Wondering how much I have to set up in order to get these tracing the way I want them. But I think it would be really cool to be able to see that when packets are coming in, we can trace that whole sequence of things through the server. I think that would be awesome to see. And then be able to filter it based on user or monster, whatever it is. That would have been so helpful when I was doing game servers. Well, game server. Okay, we have that. Go back to the browser. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, see, it's doing all of those, but separate. I think they should all be kind of collapsed together, or at least collapsed down here somehow. Should be some sort of association that tick happens within GM tick. Okay. Line 20. Oh, now we only have GM tick. Look on that. Oh, a happy day. Wow. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, so we have to create the span, we have to enter the span, and we can do the await like that. That is crazy cool. I also like that the duration of this is at the top, like it keeps track of how long the whole thing took. Nice. The frequency. Wow. If we click in one of those, we can go to that view. I don't know what these do. They color it, self-time. A neat view though. All right, let's go back here. Just as helpful as this though. See, I could see like here, if we do tick and we do the ECS stuff in here. Let's go instrument some of the ECS stuff. No, that's called game state, not game state system. Okay. Because we could even process that such and such entity is trying to move to a destination. We could actually capture that in here. That is so cool. Okay. Yeah, speed's fake. I get it. Oh, no, no, no. I'm left in the browser. Here's one of our systems, a Trailblaze system. We could tag on even further inside of the tick. The tick has is where is it? Where's tick? Game state. I'm in the wrong file still. Oh, there's game master. Go into ECS tick. ECS tick runs a couple of different systems. We could even trace that so and so in this system is trying to move to such and such a place. That's pretty neat. I wonder if I'm going to overwhelm the system by throwing too much data at it. Huh. It's used by Uber. I guess it came out of Uber. Jaeger did. All right, let's keep going. So we got that for tracing the tick. What about the packets? We were in Game Master. When a packet comes into Game Master, oh, where is it? Run Game Master. There we go. So when we run the server, these end up starting and spawning a couple of other things. Going to run auth. Run auth. It's its own little spawn here. I don't think I want this to be in the current span anymore. It's technically not inside of the run auth span. We'll let that finish outside of where it is. But inside of here, we should create a spawn for this. What is happening here? We do not have a loop. Here's the loop. So for each packet that comes in, we could have a little trace and everything. Wow, this is cool. Let's see, span. Was it info trace span? Stream. Do that. Plus an incurrent span on that. Now we should have all that. Good, good, good. And if we have an error, I don't think I need to do an incurrent span on that. Fine. But then this process is going to be inside of the auth stream one. Let's check, are there any other awaits? No, I don't see them. This is asynchronous. Here we have process. Message, outgoing. We do not need outgoing or a con state, but we'll leave message on there. Create account. Concurrent span. Toss that in a couple places here. Oh, that's right. That needs to be drawn in. It was in the last file, I think. Instrument. Okay, let's go into create account process. Skip. I'm gonna take message off. Oh, toss that on there first. I'm Di. Good morning. Saw your message. How are you today? I'm looking for awaits. I'm doing all right. I'm setting up it's like called Jaeger. This guy. I can do some proper instrumenting for the game server. You can see that the game server tick. We do that, a couple different things in there, and it's working over asynchronous stuff, and I'm playing around with it, trying to see what it could do. So far, pretty impressed. And then if we hop into Spiner, create account. Oh wow. Database account, insert. That's our fancy insert thing there. What was it again? Current span. Okay, and now I need, should have copied that into like a buffer or something. There we go, it's in a buffer now. Oh, do I not have tracing in this crate? Spiner must have tracing. Oh, I put a semicolon at that point, no wonder. Okay, let's keep going down this rabbit hole. We'll come back out in a moment. Let's see, we are creating a new account. This one. Trace. Yeah, we're not doing any kind of async await stuff in here. It's kind of prepped for it though. I want to switch these out for either SQLX or what was it? Tokyo Postgres. That's cool. Okay. All right. So for create account, just to play around, let's go and create a new account and see what sort of info we get in that graph. Oh shoot, you're still in the browser. All right. So this is create account. I went ahead and jumped in further. The create account stuff. We're not actually tracing anything here, but the span, it should keep track of how long it took, which is nice. Okay, should be up and running again. Do my best not to leave you in the browser. Okay, we've got the tick going, doing its thing. Go create an account. Client, create account. Foo at bar.baz. All right, we created an account. Where is the browser? Thousand. Oh, that's probably way too many. Ah, but look, only one of them took it took longer than normal. Oh, there are a couple little ones in there. Minimum duration. Let's say the minimum duration is like 2 milliseconds. Huh. Let's click on the auth stream over there. Oh, look at that. So auth stream ran, processed something, did a try from, create account, and connection. Wow. And we can see, well, That's great. We got the whole username and password in there. Do not log passwords. I'll go fix that. Interesting. That's not the one I want. It's this. Isn't it this one? Count values here. Username, password hash, and salt. Ah, and here. This guy, create account. This has debug on it, but we should probably implement debug ourselves. Oh, funny. Why'd you panic? That's at the bottom, isn't it? 8 out of range. Oh, for slice length 2. Yes, you are correct. We were just trying to debug something. Add some logging. That's funny. Oh. Ah. No, we just do a f dot. Oh, there it is. Debug struct. We'll give it a name. Create account. Field. Fallback. What does field take? Field, name, and value. There we go. One more. Username. Finish. Oh. It should be borrowed. Okay. There's that error. Never, ever, ever log passwords. Just never. It's always bad. All right, and where did this one happen? This one. Here, line 62. Yeah, this shouldn't be longer than actual number of bytes are. I only want to see the first couple. So you could do like a min or something on it. How do you do a min or a max? Okay, I actually need to go look that up. Where is it? There we go. So it's on the type itself. That is so different. Okay. I am still not used to types like this, like a U32 having functions on it. So whatever's left. Class 8 or that. Is that going to prettyify that? Do I need those parens there? Guess there isn't any. If it was an error, it would be off of range. Not certain the order operations for the range double dot versus the number. It looks okay. Hopefully that fixes that. Yeah. Well, that was pretty cool. So come back here. Not sure about this init connection, but we do see that create account took the longest amount of time. Nearly a second. Expand all, collapse all. Oh, look at that. That is so neat. All right. I wonder if there's different like ways that you can just search, like filter the stream based on like a trace or whatnot. Where's the level? Tags. I see. Trace equals true. I don't want 1,000, just 100 will be fine. This is all going into memory, so I don't have anything solid really backing this. No error there. Interesting. Oh, 2 milliseconds. Let's get rid of that. That is so neat. Okay. How long are those actually taking? 74 milliseconds? Oh, 0.74 milliseconds. I see. Play around a little bit with this. So 1 millisecond. I filter these. Oh, it does. These are all longer than 1 millisecond now. Sometimes we do get the odd tick that's 11 milliseconds. Wow. All right, well, we are in debug mode, so those are taking a lot longer than normal, and they would in release mode. Okay, let's go back to the code. We went through create account. We got create account just fine. That's good. There's account. This is DB account. I'm gonna go ahead and toss some of these on there. Oh, account values doesn't implement debug? Oh, did I undo that somehow? Thought I just implemented that. Okay. Let's toss this on a couple of these. Ah, good, only 2 there. Wonder if I should kind of work up from the bottom there. Hmm. How many of these do we have? A couple. Let me make a note of that. So I'll probably do those. Night. There we go. Okay, let's back out of there. Messages, create account, auth. Where's create account? Okay. This is where we had been. This is kind of at the top level. Oh, come on. Auth lib, create account. There we go. In current span. Let's look at process here. Login process. I do want that. In current span. Don't need this clone anymore. Where's Spiner coming from? Passed in. Yeah, that should just be mutable. It is mutable. Yeah. Here we have the login. Fake delay, that's fine. Couple of sends. Yeah, those I don't need to instrument, but this one we will. Oh, skip self. Login, we want to make sure that not being debugged. Thank you, Rust Analyzer. Debug struct, login. back one. Database account. So we wait for getting the account. And we get this. Okay. Not in. Oh, in current. What was it? In current span. Oh, yes. Those look fine. So this is login. We'll have instrumented. Cool. That is so neat. All right, and then we have the other for invalid packets. Good. Oh, I need to text my wife real quick. Well, that looks like we got login, we got that. Let's do character selection. Or rather, where is this being used? Here. All right. That's one of them. Go to the next one. Next one is for character selection screen. Character stream. Why don't we await on this? That should be awaited. Oh, process await here. I see. Wonder why I did it that way. Probably because the call was so long. Current span. There we go. Let's go into process. Oh, it's the little element at the top. Where's process? Character. Good. Here we are. Bouncing around too much. Okay, we'll keep message. We'll trace message. Message.value. That doesn't need to be traced. It's already traced up there. Okay, for create actor, we do need to do this one. Current span. Outgoing con state, spiner, and metric center. End up creating the actor. I mean, really, now I don't need to do these timed metrics on this stuff anymore. I wonder what's going to be useful using Prometheus anymore. This might replace Prometheus. We'll have to see. Maybe gauges. I don't know how it'll handle gauges. Yeah, all the spiner calls stuff is just not needed anymore. I'm gonna delete those real quick. Yeah, none of those gonna matter. Okay. Look at that. So much better. And current span. Anything else in here that needs it? Nope, doesn't look like it. Let's go into create actor. Oh, that's right. This is like a huge thing. Because when we create an actor, we also create their starting island. Oh, wow. Current span. Toss that up there. Now that's in scope. Yeah, we know it's broken. Okay. Database biomes get all for biomes. Okay, let's go ahead and do the rest of these. So we're in here. Anything else? No. Okay, let's come back out of there. Get land for biome. Toss that in there. Okay. Wow, quite a few in here. Update. Yeah, that's it for those. Here we create a private island for you. Island, insert. Wait, did we get previous one? Island lands, I think we did. I just want to double check. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Now for this insert, is that on island? Yes, island. Okay, that's it for those. And for island land, okay, not too many in there. Here we create new actor values. Now we're going to be inserting the actor into the database because now we know what its island is. Just double check that actor has this. There. Oh, too far. There, there. And this one's for location. No, location values doesn't implement that. Yeah, a little cleanup. Let's see, we had gone into create actor, spawner create actor. Looks like we made it all the way through this. Okay. And was there anything else in here? No, those are good. Okay, now where is this function called? Let's kind of go back. Here. Okay. We have create actor. Do you want forget actors? In current scope. Is that on there? Get actors for account, and we don't need this process spiner anymore. Just be spiner. Those metrics don't exist anymore. we're gonna come back here. Moment. All for account is already instrumented. Great. Okay, back out of there. Now the rest of this doesn't look like we have any other async stuff to deal with in there. Next. And this is just load actor, right? This should do. Oh, this actually bumps it over to Game Master, which finishes off the load actor. That's fine. Nice. It's actually not that tough to set up. Okay. The next portion will be for Game Master. Let's finish cleaning this up before we get into the Game Master stuff. Final values. Wonder, can I just quick fix that? No. Worth a try. Gonna pour some tea, start cooling off. All right. Where is this? Spiner. And get island. Oh, the metrics. Metrics are gone, yes. That goes away. Get that down to 2 lines. How about none? Oh, that's so much better. interesting that metric sender is not used in there anymore. Guess there are no metrics to send. Interesting. Huh. I wonder if I will have other metrics to put in there. MFS. Thank you for the follow. I'm trying to like figure out if there's like a way to say this is like a word or MSS. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Let's keep going. Let's keep cleaning up here. It takes 4. Hello. Let's see what else we got. Got that. Metric sender doesn't exist here anymore. Oh, character get actors? I didn't instrument this. Should be here. Current span. Yeah, those are fine. Oh wow, this is just not used anymore on character. Is this going to be the end of my metric system? Might be. I wouldn't be sad about that. Okay. Let's just make sure we got character done. Create actor. Do this one, right? Yep, in current span. It's in there. Get actors process. We just did this one. Load actor. So I want to check the list there. Okay, that one looks fine. I was looking at the instrumentation list to make sure we weren't skipping the message. This one does not have in current span. Let's add this. Oh, well, there's not really anything to await here. But it's done. It doesn't need that. Save, let's go back. Okay, so yeah, that's finally The end of that. That's not used. Guessing spiner's not used anymore. Huh. That reminds me. Okay. Where were we here? Save that. Man, I like getting rid of this other stuff. Metric center stuff here. That's a nice feeling. Wow. Just bubbling all the way up. It was good for learning. I admit that. I'm not going to miss it. Let's see, from the current. Alright, I just upped my coffee subscription. There we go. Hopefully they get that email. Coffee place in town is, you know, the whole bring your coffee out to your car now. The lobby's closed. I'm increasing my mail order coffee to every week. I get a bag of coffee now instead of every other week. It wasn't quite enough, and we'd always just be in town. Could pick up a bag when we needed it. But now we're not going to town very often, so every week, more coffee. Should be good. Wow. Okay, so that was good. Let's see what it looks like when we log in stuff. I'm still a little iffy on the whole tick stuff, though. Stuff happening on the tick is just going to spam that thing so much. I guess I could take it, though. Wonder how much memory it's using. Let's see, on my system, Rust Analyzer LSP server is using 1.4 gigs of memory. Wow. Wow. And Jaeger is using 461 megs of memory. I guess it's fine. We'll have Jaeger properly backed by something else on the real servers. Okay. And I think I'm going to use it more for like debugging and for um, beta servers as opposed to production servers. Might just be too much. I don't want those to go too slow. And hopefully all that stuff gets figured out in beta servers. I don't know. Maybe we'll just filter it at a higher level. Hard to say. Okay, got that running. I'm going to go to browser with game. I'm going to reload. Action loss, yes. Log in. Select Captain Fuzzy Lips. Move around some. Okay, I want to get to the browser and see what happened. See, I wish there was a way to not see the tick. Guess I could have it in a different service. Maybe I have two, one for the tick, one for something else, so I can filter them. I don't know. What is deep dependency graph now? Still server, server, server. Okay, let's come back. Go back to the trace results. Auth stream. That's not a bad way to do it. Filter by the kind of top level things. Oh, that's great. Okay. Oh, but our login didn't appear in the auth stream. It should have. What about the character stream? This one. Interesting. And this one is actually still attached to this trace without root span. Oh, that's fascinating. Here's our character stream. Okay, got some wonkiness going there. I'm guessing it has to do with this top level trace. Make sure those are disconnected then. Well, two things. Our login didn't appear. Auth, login. Okay. Oh, that's debug. Huh. And this is all trace. Well, trace time. I don't know if they mean traces like in the sense of trace or trace in the sense of log level. Okay, let's just change that from debug to trace. That's interesting. I wonder if these other sorts of elements are going to get in the way. Lutiny, thank you for the follow. All right, so level, and let's search for debug first. Let's get these. What is it? CGN trace. Save next. Okay, got those. What was it? Level info. 1, 2. Not sure about this one. That doesn't seem like it should matter. It really, really doesn't. I kind of feel bad changing all these to traces. But I also don't see a way in the browser filter on log level. So if I click on these, some of these, it doesn't actually have what the log level was. Just that it happened. I'm a bit excited to be able to use and follow like this through the. It's not a trace ID. Go back. Am I going to have to actually standardize on what I call these things? Oh, good luck with that. Oh, that's still on character stream. Oh, there it is. Account ID. Found it. That's cool. Being able to see stuff like that. Follow one player through the game. That's awesome. Okay. I'm not gonna change too many of these because I don't think they actually do much. Yeah, because these things, this run auth, that's already doing it, isn't it? Can I search? What would I search for? Run auth, no. Valid syntax. Look up by trace ID. I don't understand that field here. It's one at the top. You can compare traces. That's cool. Okay, this has GM tick in it. It has all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I don't think this is how we want this. Okay, let's disassociate those. Hmm. Okay, I'll stop doing that. Let's go back to server main. Stop the server for a bit. Starting server. Okay, seems okay. One is inside there, but we want to disconnect auth. Okay, this one here, I forgot to take the incurrent span off the bottom of it. That's why it showed up in that other span, because we're spawning here. Okay, that one's gone. Current span, this one is correct because we have our own little local span there. One goes away. Okay. Looks like we just have two currently, which is fine. We didn't do Game Master yet. Let's do Game Master. This one Game Master. Yes, run GM. GM stream. Maybe I should name them the other way, like stream_GM, stream_auth. Let's be a little bit more verbose too. Stream, Game Master. Change the other ones. That way, when we come over here and we try to filter on the operations, we'll type stream, and it'll be stream followed by what we want. Easier to kind of parse through. Okay. Back down to Game Master process. Plus an incurrent span on that. Don't need that one anymore, the packet kind. Oh, look at these. Hit all those at the same time. Okay. First one, link dead. What do we have in here to await? Link dead timeouts. Need to do that one. Remove player and zone connection. This one's interesting, this remove player and zone connections. It shouldn't take any amount of time, really. But probably useful to have. Oh. Trace, there we go. Oh, yes, we do want self there. Metric sender can be left out. The rest are fine. A couple of UIDs and whatnot. Set player initial location. Metric sender. Fine. What is metric sender even used for? We pass it on. Oh, player counts. Okay. Yeah, we might need that gauge still. We'll see. Yeah, we're gonna go back. Game master, source data, back again. Now we're in link dead. Okay. Should be able to see that. Okay. Good. Those are just some I am here log messages. Looks all right. Go back out. Game master. Dead. Flip. Here we go. Now at this point, we're going to do actor ready. Set entity ready. Okay, next, actor info. We already have that, good. Where's the next await? Outgoing packets. Fine, not much in there. Load actor. Oh, I see. Then we get into load actor reconnect, etc. Ooh, good one. Load actor.id. Oh, we have another span in here. Huh. Now these two. Concurrent span for both of them. Let's put that, we need to import that. Okay. Now for load actor reconnect. Trace, connection ID, fine. Okay, we got those. That's fine. Bump back out 1, 2, 3. Actor reconnect. There we go. Load actor connect. Already traced. Is that all this is now? It's been reduced to that 1 dB call. Oh goodness, let's just skip that. Get rid of that. Current span on that. Our database call. Which one was that? That's for location. I think we got locations already. Yep, he did location. Toss that in there. Come back out. Okay, load actor connect. Oh, that's right. We're getting a write access to that. Create entity. That's in game state. Oh, this one doesn't have it. Okay, that's good. We have create entity. The entity location, we already did that one, I think. Yep. Data set player initial location. Yes, that one's already done. Now we're outside of the write lock. It's fetching home ID. It's gonna be obvious when we add this. So those two, let's make sure that we get those. So if we're getting an island, okay, that one's good. Getting a sea, I don't think I did that one. Well, what happened? Oh, I hit split. That's what happened. I forgot about that. Ah, yes, we did not do the seas. Trace. Okay. Oh. This one should also be obvious. Okay, so what's going on here? For each one of these, end up getting that. And current span, and this is for database land. Oh, didn't do this one either. Okay. Trying to go back to where we were before all of this. Okay, load actor, there we were. Current scope, good. What do we have here? Oh, this one, load island, yes. This one we need. Current span. This one's rather expensive. I want to keep an eye on it. Sweet. Thank you for the follow. Loading island. Don't need that anymore. It's kind of explicit out there. Actually, could just raise the island ID. But we'll have plenty of info there. Expect later I'll come back after getting used to this data being output and selectively keep things. All right, so in this case, we check to see if we have an entity. Should all be like this? Like, why would I actually keep that? I don't know. state. Okay, that's already there. So once we have those two elements, put some trigger zones. We add the trigger zones. And at this point, we persist that data here. What I'm wondering about. We save this stuff to disk. And one of the optimizations I'd like to do in the future is to be able to generate this stuff in the client instead of on the server. So right now the server creates a PNG, which then gets loaded by the client. It's not a big PNG, and it's only 8-bit. In fact, like the browsers don't even like it, but Godot handles it just fine. Sorry, it's a 8-bit single channel PNG. A very small amount of data. All right, save island PNG. Yeah, there's that. Okay. So we added the trigger zones. Good. Create entity. Yes, it's backing out now. Game master. Yes, load island. That was the first one. Create entity. That's already done. Yep. Yeah, we did these. Yeah, that looks good. That's fine. That's fine. Looking for more awaits. If there's anything I need to add for that. What's the Swiss? What color scheme is it? This is Challenger Deep. Wait for it. There it is. I also have the dot files posted if you want the dot files. They're over here. There we go. Bot dealt with. So in load actor reconnect, did we get this one finished? Yes, we did. And we already did load actor reconnect. We can go back to, so I wish I had a stack I could just select. Load actor, keep going, game master. Oh. That's what I was looking for. I think we did all of that. Yep. So, zone info. Trace. We don't need the con state. This is what the client sends when they want to know about where they are. So they send a message for zone info. You respond. Usually with the island information and who's in there, that sort of thing. Let's see, get island. Let's include this one. And current span. Should error out on that. That one's fine. Huh. Is that already in this? No, it can't be. Just means I got more errors than I care to acknowledge at the moment. I haven't seen very many metrics in here. It's not that I've recognized. Probably have to do a metrics pass in a moment. Oh, land values. Take care of some of these. Come on. Okay. Back to Game Master. Did that one. Let's go to destination. Destination is when you click in the world, it sends a destination packet. Add destination. That's fine. Pretty lightweight, that one. That's all of it. Let's see. Will it blend? Let me check. I don't remember if I had a meeting today. I don't. Good. Not at the moment. I gotta get to work soon. Okay, there's that one. Why does this not need location anymore? Oh, that's right, because we removed a function and that was a return type, and now the compiler can infer the return, it can infer the type. What? Oh, it's unused. Yep. Okay. Well, getting closer. Come on. All right, so let's get ready. I think I should actually restart, reclaim some of this memory. There we go. Actually, I want to know what that command is. What am I doing here? And something like that. I don't have that written down anywhere. I don't want to lose it. Okay. On that. Where are we? Oh. Oh, it is running. Great. Okay. Restart the client. Log in. Captain Museum. Ooh, Arctic biome. Let's see. I don't think that server will panic when we zone transition, but I think it runs a little bit more code. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, it did panic. Drat. Alright, let's try that again. We won't go to the edge of the world this time. Oh, you also got an Arctic biome. Ice and snow. Okay. Triggers on actions. Okay. Doing just a bunch of stuff. We do not want the GM tick to be inside of the trace root span though, so we'll have to fix that. Okay. Let's go and look for not 1,000 elements this time. Let's just do 100 operations. Oh, was it stream? Ah, there's no auth. We have run auth, but no auth stream. Interesting. That's what I expect to see here. That's just inside of there. Okay. So why didn't run auth get picked up? We have two things. The tick, it's in the wrong place. But that one's fine. Current span, stream auth. This should have done stuff. Because we authenticated. We did. Interesting. I wonder why I omitted that. Huh. Technically, we don't need that. But process, let's check. Was there a process? Oh, I went link dead. Oh, that's awesome. I am very impressed by this. See, we're getting the destination stuff in here, which is expected. Let's collapse everything. Got lots of ticks. Process. Full next. GM tick. Oh wow, this is a huge one. Says there's 8 of them. Where are they? Ah, there we go. This is really cool. I like this. I mean, even though I don't have it quite right, it seems like it's going in the right direction. All right. I gotta get ready for work. Head out for that. We're gonna find someone to raid. We're gonna raid Raj today. He is 7 days to launch of his game. It's awesome. All right, y'all. So that was fun. I think that was a good kind of foray into the tracing infrastructure. Very, very nice tools out there, especially Jaeger. Very nice. But we're gonna raid Raj, see what he's up to. Until next time. Bye bye.